Good to see you, man. I didn't see you last week. I had to do the video by myself. It was weird. Today's Casual Wednesday, man. All right, you ready? Let's get this party started. I'm gonna do it again. All right, guys, we're gonna do an informative vlog today. This video is sponsored by Merit House and Sani. By the way, Merit House feeds you water in stores starting in 2023. You're thinking about buying a house and you're like, man, you know what? Tired of renting, I wanna buy. What do I need to do? The first thing that you do is you need to call a mortgage lender, okay? Your real estate agent can give you a list of lenders to call. I would recommend shopping around, because rates are different. So make sure that you shop around, okay? Call your mortgage lender. You need to get pre-approved. Pre-approval is like a roadmap. So that way you kind of know how much you can spend. You know what your monthly payment's gonna be roughly. You know your interest rate. And that way you know exactly what to look for, what your agent needs to look for. Oh, sorry, there's a pretty dog outside. Oh man, I love working downtown. I get distracted by dogs. Look at them. I like it a lot. Okay. Back to the information. So once again, the roadmap. Your pre-approval is like a roadmap. Okay, it's going to get you to the house that you want. So let's just say, for example, you're pre-approved for $200,000. Well, that $200,000 is the most that you can get approved for. So you can shop for 190, 180, and they'll give you a payment difference. You may get pre-approved for $200,000, but if you want a $180,000 payment, that's something that you need to know before you even start shopping. So you're pre-approved, that part's done. You got your $200,000, let's just say that. Pre-approved for $200,000. So your next step, okay? Your next step is gonna be the house search, which is like the most fun part. You need to get a real estate agent, okay? Because they can get you the best price or the best at negotiating. It's just highly recommended to do. Moving along, we got a real estate agent. We're gonna start looking for houses. Let's just say you search and you search and you search and you finally find the one. You found the house of your dreams, where your dog, those dogs across the street, where your dogs can play in the backyard, you know, where you have your hot tub and your Pepsis. You're with your agent, you're house hunting. You find your dream home that your dog can run around the backyard, because that's actually a statistic. Most millennials buy houses for their dogs. Isn't that crazy? Not for them, for their dogs to have more space. So, you found your dream home. It's time to make an offer. You're gonna get with your agent to make the offer. Okay, let's just say it's $190,000 is what you want to offer. So there's some contingencies that are going to save you, okay? It's going to be the home inspection. So let's dig a little deeper on the home inspection part. We're going to make the offer contingent on the home inspection. What a home inspection does, there's no major problems with the house, okay? Foundation, electrical. We talked about this in a couple videos before. We also talked about that it does not need to be cosmetic. You know, paint is not a problem. You can paint your own house, you probably will anyway. So that's not a problem, okay? So once we get that repair list from the home inspector, we do what's called a request for repairs. And this is a negotiation just like price. So what we'll do is we will write out a list of things that you cannot live without. If you want a new electrical panel, if you want, you know, something checked out in the crawl space or whatever it is, we'll write it down and we'll give it to the seller's agent and negotiate those repairs so that you feel comfortable in your new home. That's a contingency that'll save you. Now, if both parties cannot come to a meeting of the minds, then you can back out of the deal and still keep your earnest money. Okay, earnest money, let's talk about that. It's like if you're going in a cabin in Gatlinburg and you put down $100 deposit. Well, if something happens, they keep that deposit. So let's talk about appraisal. So the offer will also be contingent on an appraisal, because the bank has to loan you. The bank can't loan you more money than the house is worth. The bank cannot loan you more money than the house is worth. Okay, so that's also a good thing to know. So right now we have your earnest money that you have to put down. We have home inspection and we have appraisal. Okay, now we also have a termite letter. The house has to be. The house can't have termites. The house can't be eaten up by bugs. So also we need to prove that the house does not have termites, and that'll be something that will be a contingency as well. a wood infestation report that we will need. Inspection done, earnest money done, the appraisal done, termite letter done. These are all things that your agent's gonna put in the offer. And we also have closing costs. So this is very important. Closing costs is gonna be a percentage of the loan that's gonna pretty much take care of, attorney fees and whatnot. Roughly, it's around $5,000. So that's on the purchaser, unless otherwise asked for. So we have your 190 house. Let's just say the listing price was 190. We wanted to offer full asking price, full listing price at 190. If we need closing costs paid, then we'd bump that up to 195 and ask the seller to pay $5,000 in closing. Because once again, that closing, if not, it's on the purchaser. And who wants to pay $5,000 out of their own pocket on top of your down payment and on top of the appraisal and the home inspection and everything else? So do not forget that, because if not, it'll be on you. It will be on you, okay? Okay, cool. Let's talk about costs, okay? This is just kind of the average around North Alabama. So home inspections around $350, $400, appraisals around $500. Earnest money is typically 1% of the value. So a $200,000 house, $2,000 earnest money typically. So those are just, and the earnest money you do get back at closing, or it can go towards the life of the loan. So once again, this was just a very quick little tips and tricks and just what to expect, being a first-time home buyer. And hey, once again, guys, do not forget to like and subscribe, because we're doing these videos every single week. And leave a comment if you want some information on something. Okay.